Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am gonna do a first impression let's play a review of a game called Dwerve. It's a tower defense game that costs $20. My apologies, and we are gonna play the game for an hour or so, and hopefully by the end of the hour I'm gonna tell you whether or not, in my opinion, the game is worth $20 or not. If you only want to hear what I think about the game, then simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so and I will give you my quick, concise breakdown of what I think about the game there. Otherwise, stay tuned and I will be playing the game and giving you my running commentary throughout. So, the game doesn't have any graphical options to speak of. You can select your resolution and whether you want full screen or not. This full screen is not a true full screen, it is borderless full screen. So the game actually doesn't have a full screen option. The only options are windowed and borderless full screen. There is no full screen option. There's also no colorblind options at all, so there's no colorblind accessibility options. You can disable screen shake, which is good for people who have motion sickness, but otherwise than that there's no other accessibility options whatsoever. So let's jump into the game. Okay, there's no voiced stuff either, so I'm gonna have to read with my bad cold that I have. In the massive hollow mountain of Mount Crow Crest, there once lived a great nation of dwarves. The dwarves discovered power stones that, while mining deep in the mountain, they used them to power machines and eventually entire cities. They lived in peace and prosperity for centuries. Over time, they became infatuated with power stones and dug deeper to find more. One day, they dug too deep and unleashed the Gloom's dark hordes, an army of trolls and monstrous creatures. Once the dwarves realized that trolls turned to stone in the sunlight, they fled far from the mountain and found refuge on the sunny hills of Brekka. Centuries passed, and over time the dwarves forgot their traditions and abandoned craftsmanship and innovation in favor of warring and raiding. History became myth, and myth became bedtime stories. But whispers of a long-forgotten darkness echo throughout the valley of the great mountain. It can be heard in the snoring forest by those who dare to enter. Okay, so the game is loading now. Do not adjust your set. Dwarf, we shouldn't be here. What are you looking for anyways? Okay, so my name is Dwerve, I'm assuming. And this one's name is Airy.
Huh.
She must have left something, some clue. Do you hear that? Something moved in the trees. Oh, I wish we didn't come here again. The snoring forest is full of vicious creatures, and you can't even fight with that little crafting hammer. If we run into any wild creatures, we're done for. Come here, hide in my bag if you're so scared. Okay, I'm pressing WASD, not working. Okay, but up, down, left and right is working. We can't have that. That is unacceptable. Replace W. Oh no, wait. Replace right. Replace left. Replace up. Replace down. Okay, that's what we're gonna use. Don't know why they would assign it to up, down, left, and right. That's just ridiculous. I mean, is this 1995 or what? And I'm dead. Don't die, I'm gonna get help. Okay, so you were meant to die there. Son, you're awake. Praise the king, you're alright. I told you not to go into the snoring forest. Your mother went in there and never came back. Had I found you when I did, you would have died. Had I not found you when I did. Okay? Forgive my anger, son. I don't know what I would do if anything ever happened to you.
Oi.
Well, I better get back to Breka village. Chieftain on the other warriors went raiding this morning. He assigned me to guard duty again. I'll be home for dinner. See you tonight, son. Why the hell is it tea?
Huh? Huh?
Tea is such a weird interaction button to use. Can I hit? Jump? Nope. Nothing is working. I'm clicking, I'm pressing all of the buttons. Good, you go looking for your mother again. Aha, of course you did. You're just like her. I suspect this won't be the last time you sneak into the sneaking forest. Come, let me at least teach you how to defend yourself. Meet me in the field.
Huh.
Us dwarves are very clever, but also very slow. This makes us weak against multiple foes. That's why the warriors of the old days became warsmiths. Warsmiths were artisans of war that engineered magnificent turrets and traps, powered by magical stones. Their mechanical weapons would do the fighting for them. A single warsmith could best 12 warriors. Some stories say even 100. And believe it or not, your great-grandparents, my father and mother, were warsmiths during the Great Exodus. The creatures of the snoring forest will surely outnumber you. If you are to survive out there, you must become a warsmith. So I will teach you as my parents taught me. Let's see if you can even handle a turret. Get the spin blade turret from the chest. So this is where the tower defense part starts. Melee weapon that continuously damages all enemies around it with its spinning blades. Turrets cannot function without power stones. Nowadays they are a thing of great rarity. Luckily for you, I've kept the ones my parents passed down to me. I had 2 more stones lying around somewhere, but I can't seem to find them. I wonder where they went. No matter, I'm sure they'll come up. Anyways, get the 2 power stones from the other chest, then build a spin blade turret next to the training dummy. Those blades will rip through more than just hay. However, now you have no power stones left. You can't build turrets without power stones. Don't worry, power stones can't be destroyed by any means. You'll get the power stones back when a turret gets destroyed or when you recall it. Recall your turret by pressing space, then destroy the remaining target dummies. So you press space to break something down, you press Q to deploy whatever turret you currently have selected. That's my grandson looking like a warsmith already. Now, what else is there? Ah yes, artifacts. They are legendary items crafted by warsmiths that gives you special abilities. Here, take my bone cracker boomerang. It gives you a ranged auto attack that to support your turrets from a safe distance, but you'll need to stand still in order to throw it. And last but not least, take my mother's dashing boots. They let you dash by pressing left shift. Many more artifacts were crafted, but they remain lost in Mount Crow Crest. Now it's time to see you do against enemies that fight back. While you're recovering from your wounds, a swarm of bee fairies infested my brewery. Been drinking all my delicious honeydew mead. Follow the path to the brewery and stop them before they drink all the honeydew mead. I've just brewed a fresh batch. Why would you want to drink your gross I mean, you can count on me, Grandpa. When standing still, Dwerve automatically throws the boomerang at the closest enemy and deals 10 damage. Blah blah blah. Dash through turrets and enemies, dealing 20 damage and knocking back foes. Okay, so just by standing still, he auto attacks. That's nice. Let's see, does it disappear? Because I absolutely despise games where items disappear. But it's not looking like it's disappearing, so that's good. Kudos to the devs for not making a shitty game. Can we destroy this stuff? No. Okay, so you said the barn? Oh, you can attack this stuff as well. Okay.
Wow.
Break our village. Awesome. Okay, so it works pretty slowly, like you have to rebuild your turrets and all of that stuff, but I'm sure I will get more power stones eventually. But for right now, it's pretty slow. I don't like the fact that you have to run and pick up your stones again. They should automatically come to you, in my opinion. This is just a waste of time. Having to waste time waiting for the things to spawn when you're already ready is a little bit stupid. Like here, they're wasting 5 or 6 seconds of the player's life for nothing. And you can't move through your own turrets, which I'm sure is not correct. I don't know what you do with these gears that I'm picking up. Sure, we will find out. Okay, there's Ari, whatever. Yuri. Airy. Dwerve, you're alright, boy. Am I glad to see you up and about. I told you I'd be fine. About that, thanks for getting my dad when I got knocked out. I nearly became warg for lunch. You hiccup. You really made me scared for a moment. Glad you're here though. Those bee fairies had me trapped. Wait. Has Espen finally taught you how to build turrets? He might have taught me a thing or two. Eri, have you been licking the meat barrels again? Well, I might have had a sip. Do me a favor and don't tell Espen. Fine, I won't come. Let's take care of the bee fairy swarm out back. You dizzy to walk? Make some room in your bag for me. Ah, nice and cozy in your back. Thanks for the lift. Grandpa's power stones, did you take them? They're not toys. I borrowed them. I'm too short to reach the mead. I need something to stand on. We'll take them to Grandpa. Blah blah blah. Yeah, as if he would be able to stand on stones. That just doesn't make sense. And now I just stand here, waste my life. Of course, a shortcut opened up here. Of course, someone is attacking the town. Dwerve, look, the village is on fire. Dad is down there. Arik will be fine, right? He's the best warrior I know. Art, what am I saying? We have to go down there and make sure he's alright. Grandson, come, we must hurry back to the house. The village is under attack. I can't, I have to go to Brekka and find Dad. Dwerve, are you really going to go down there? I already lost one, I can't lose Dad as well. You have your father's courage, Dwerve, and your mother's kind heart. She would be proud of you, but you'll be safer if you can defeat foes from afar. Take my crossbow turret. It's a ranged turret that shoots high-speed bolts, but it is frail, so it's best to take it behind the spin blade turret. A final lesson before you go. When you've built more than one turret, pay attention to which one you want to recall. You recall the closest turret in your direction you're facing. If you're not facing any turret, you simply recall the closest one to you. Hold space if you want to see which turret will get recalled. An indicator will appear above the turret. It won't get recalled until you release the button. That's all I can teach you for now. Please take care of yourself. Now go and find your father. Shoots high-speed bolts. Shielded enemies block arrows. I didn't tell you to build anything. What the hell? Oh, W. Okay, well, here we run into a problem. So we have to change that. QWER. That's not gonna work. Let's make it 1, 2, 3, 4. Replace 1. Replace 2. Replace 3. Replace 4. That's the way it's set up there. That's the way it should be. Don't know why the devs didn't put it like that. It's much more intuitive this way, but there you go. Ahoy there, I saw great plumes of smoke rise from here. You people must love bonfires. Anyways, I come seeking direction. I am John of Athan. I'm trying to reach seaside where the best tasting fish are. But I got utterly lost. Tell me, young beardling, do you know where Seashine is? You're in luck. It's just north of here, beyond Mount Crow Crest. Excellent. Thank you, beardling, here for your troubles. Once again, they're wasting time. Praise the kings. Never understood why you say that. Dwarves don't even have a king. No, silly. We worship the ancient kings from the time of the Old Kingdom. They always protect the dwarves. Even now, they watch over us. Seems to me like you're bowing to a wood and stones. Okay, well, this is gonna take 50 years. Let's just build one of these. Not a single troll was lost during the raid. The dwarf clan have become weak. My queen, I thought they turned to stone when sunlight hits them, but yet they're out in the sun right now. That doesn't make sense. Our hordes will crush them. These lands soon shall be ours. Your scouts were right. Carve them up. The outside world is lush and fertile, maybe a bit too bright. Now I require silence. There, the dim-witted dwarves will see elf fairy arrows, lame them for a raid and wage war upon them. Let them weaken each other so our conquest may be swift. Warlord, unleash the work boars. Let them finish what we've started. We must return to Ordal. There's more work to be done. Yes, my queen. Phew, that was close. For a moment I thought they saw us. Who are they? Airy. They remind me of the trolls from Grandpa's stories. Could it be true? What, trolls? If they are trolls, why the heck have they turned to stone? I don't know, but in every tale trolls look exactly like this. Maybe Dad knows. We must find him before the workforce do. They look fast, too fast. Press left shift to dash away from them. That's fine, send all you have. Don't know why they have to waste your time like this, but okay. This game likes wasting your time. Okay, that's that.
Huh? Hmm?
Son, what are you doing? The village is not safe. You should have stayed home with the grandpa. I came to help you fight the trolls and the warhorse. Those were trolls, right? I've never seen such creatures, but they must be trolls far too ugly to be elf fairies. All those warhorses that you kill them, so Espen taught you how to fight the turrets. Well, I could use your help. I never thought Espen's stories about trolls could be true. Now they're raided our village. I have to go make sure they are gone. Since you know how to fight warhorses, find and destroy the remaining dens.
Aye.
Wait, take my trap. The tar is thick and sticky. It will slow down the warhorse. It's placed on the ground, so don't worry about it blocking your path. Traps only require one power stone. Here, take mine. Don't worry. My axe will keep me safe. Remember, if they're close in, they retreat and reposition yourself. Be careful, son. The tar trap is a ground weapon that covers all enemies in walking in sticky tar, slowing them down for a short duration. So you also get traps eventually. Once again, they waste our time. And the trap has a limited life. That's not nice. I don't like that. That means you're gonna have to do even more maintenance. And unnecessary maintenance is simply not fun. If you constantly have to run around to do unnecessary maintenance, then the game goes from being a tower defense game to a bloody, I don't know what, action game, and that's not fun. But we will see how it turns out, but already I think that is not a good sign. So you see the traps die after a while, so that's gonna require constant maintenance because the traps that you put down are gonna be destroyed. And then you're gonna have to pick them up, reset them, all of that bullshit.
Huh?
Granny Laris? Hello, excuse me. Oh, you started me. Can't a woman crochet in peace? I came to check on you. Are you alright? Oh, Kingsner, there's been so much ruckus today. Go tell whoever is out there to keep it down and ask Espen to bring me some honeydew mead when a batch is ready. That's Chieftain's Horn. The warriors are back from raiding. Help's on the way. Let's finish these workboars and head back. Holy shit, I blocked myself in. That's amazing that you can fucking do that.
Huh?
There you are, I've been looking for you. Come quickly, your father is in trouble, follow me. How dare you lie to me? You expect me to believe trolls attacked our village? Trolls just space-time stories meant to scare dwarf children. Do you think I'm a child? Even if these were trolls, they didn't turn to stone. Chieftain, you must believe me. Do you think us blind? Look at all these elf-fairy arrows lying around. Yugla saw you enter the snoring forest at daybreak. Went to plot with your elf-fairy friends, did ya? I never, my son. Enough, I can't believe you betray your own people. I'll have your head for this. Take him away. But that's stupid. Obviously, these guys must know that because of all of the bloody walk boars on the ground, elves don't use walk boars. Obviously, walk boars are like a troll or a orc type thing. So, and elves don't use animals like that. They wouldn't send animals to their death because elves see any type of animal as a living creature, you know. I mean, they are living creatures, but they don't, elves don't look at living creatures as tools to use, you know. So these guys must obviously realize no elf would ever send like fucking 100 walk boars into a place like this, so it couldn't have been elves. Sound the horns of war. Call upon the warriors of the other clans. We'll take this fight to the elf fairies, burn their whole force down, kings curse them.
What?
Where's the old guy now? Oh, there he is. Thane always had it in for your father ever since your mother chose Eric over him. Oh, what are we gonna do? But Grandpa, trolls really did attack the village. I saw them with my own eyes. I believe you, but how have these trolls come to withstand the sunlight? We can't worry about that now. You've got to save Eric. Thane is a fool. Fool not to trust his word. He's a stubborn dwarf, but if you tell him what you saw, he might come to his senses. Obviously he won't. Chieftain, you're Eric's kid, right? Let me guess, you've come to tell me that you saw trolls with your own eyes, eh? Yes, and that they... Haha, of course you have. Let me tell you what, I'm a reasonable dwarf. Bring me proof that trolls exist and I'll release your father. A head for a head. That'll do. Haha, bring me a troll's head as proof. You have until the next full moon, else your father's head is mine. Troll wants a troll's head as proof. Of course he does. Then my grandson, you must get one for me. For the sake of both your father and the elf fairies. The trolls must survive under a Mount Crowcrest. To get into the mountain you must travel north through the snoring forest and find the gates of Crowcrest. Before you go, your father keeps a spare power stone in a chest at the docks. He hid the key nearby. Find it and open the chest. Where you're headed, you'll need every turret you can build. Take care of yourself. May the king grant your strength. Thank you. Don't worry, Eri will keep an eye on me. If only I was 20 years younger. Yeah, if only you were 20 years younger, you'd be 80 years old.
Huh?
What?
Huh.
Okay, now we head north. Who's that? It must be a troll spy. Let's hunt it down, cut off its head. Maybe we won't need to go into the mountains of Otto. Don't let it escape. Here we go again, back into the snoring forest. I hope to do better than last time. You will. Before, you didn't have the weapons of the ancient warsmiths. All of these power stones, just build as many turrets as you can. If any creatures attack us, especially if we run into shrublands, I hate those flower spiders. So you build a 2, you build a 2, and you build a 1. Just like that. My health is already full.
Huh.
Two, 1. Intruder, Snoring Forest belongs to the Grumble and the Gnoblings. We want all your shiny, spinny metal thingies. Give us all your shinies and get out. Those are goblins. They kill all dwarves who enter the forest. They won't let us pass without a fight. Watch out for the blow dart guns. Wait a second, that's a troll. You smell like a dwarf. 31. I am Sla, a dwarf. Though I haven't been in these parts for many moons, I lured you here for a reason. I am a traveling merchant. I craft mechanisms and devise upgrades for them. Well, I did until the goblins stole my tools. Without them, I am just a vagabond. Let's hammer out a deal. Up this path is Fort Stonewall. The dwarves abandoned it centuries ago, so nobles moved in, made a mess of the place. I tracked the goblins that stole my tools to the fort, but it's too heavily guarded. If you retrieve my tools, I can upgrade your turrets and traps. What do you say? Wait, you know how to upgrade the weapons of the warsmiths? I've traveled far, deep and wide, and learned many things along the way, so we have a deal. These spinblade turrets do seem a bit dull. Sure, I'll try to get your tools back. Great, may the king walk with you. Those shinies belong to me, you stinky dwarf thief. What the heck is a grumble? He can't block everything, can he? Because that would just be ridiculous. Holy tits, they literally block everything. Even when you shoot them from behind, they block everything. That's really not good game design in my opinion. Like, that's BS. I also don't like forced puzzles. Stop right there, dwarf. What are you doing in Snoring Forest? I don't want to fight, halfling. I'm following a band of trolls that raided my village. So what's those monsters? That's what those monsters are. I've been tracking them ever since they came from the mountain. I am Mia of the Crimson Moon Guild. I'll be off. My head man will want to know of this. Raven's luck to you, dwarf. And then she just continues standing there. And she said, I'll be off.
No.
It's dwarven made, but I've never seen a statue like this. Of course, you're fascinated by a hunk of stone. That must be a remnant of the ancient kingdom. Yeah, you've already said this. Why would you play the bloody dialogue once again? The fort is close. Be careful. Goblin guards are use shields to block arrows. Your crossbow turret is useless against them. Pesky goblins always hide their stolen treasures in high places. I'll meet you north of the fort once you have my tools. Things go with you. Whoa, look at those vicious goblins. Dwarf, are you sure about this? That's a lot of dwarf eating goblins. Yeah, I have to. Dad's life depends on getting into Mount Crowcrest, and I'll need Sla to upgrade my turrets if I'm to stand a chance against the goblins. There are all Dwarven ruins on the stone tablet. I can read them. Good, good. All those long, boring lessons with Espen were useful. Erase stone wall in defeat and exile after ruins are badly scratched. Stand as a bulwark. Trolls overcome the sun. I can't make out the rest. Seems like goblins don't share your love for history.
No.
Just wanna check that I didn't miss anything. Ah, you see, it's open here now. For some reason. I don't like the fact that stuff is picked up automatically, like health potions and stuff like that. Because that's inefficient. Okay, so where's the key? Get in there then. I really don't like it when they content gate content with puzzles. Like, puzzles in a game is fine if it's actually said that it is a puzzle game, but when you put puzzles that gate content in a game that isn't advertised as a puzzle game, then that's when I get really irritated, because I don't like puzzles, like, unless I'm fucking playing a puzzle game, you know. But otherwise, I don't mix puzzles and make it that you have to complete the puzzles, meaning the content is gated by the puzzles, you know, it's literally required puzzles. Then I don't like that. I don't like it when you require the player to do puzzles in a game that isn't a puzzle game, and if they can't do the puzzles, then they can't progress further in the story. I don't like that at all. Of course, goblins hit the tools in the chest, they're shiny. Let's head up north. Can't wait to see what upgrades Sla has. I also don't like the fact that the cooldown on the sprinting is so slow. It's really quite slow. My tools, finally. Thank you, Dwerve. Look like King's Grace has kept you safe. Now, use my workshop to purchase upgrades for your turrets and traps, but I will need scrap to craft and perform the upgrades. Okay, so now... Does the mouse even have any use in this game? Because, oh, okay, so you can click like this, left to right. So, what's this? No, I don't want to upgrade it. I first want to have a look at it. I guess using the keys is better, since the mouse, this game really doesn't seem to have mouse support, to be honest. Increases lifespan by 15 seconds. Increases damage by 2. So that's pretty much all that you can do. You can increase the health of this one by 10% or the damage of this one by almost 13%. So let's do that one. That's fine. And then deals 3 damage every second for 5 seconds. Okay, so that's a poison arrow. Turret takes 50% less damage from ranged attacks. Increases fire rate by 10%. So those are some pretty stupid upgrades, I have to say. This one is probably the best, but it's still not very good, to be honest. 50% less damage from ranged attacks is not too bad. Overall, all of these upgrades are pretty stupid, I have to say. But let's go for this one, I guess. And then arrows pierce through the first foe they hit. That's not too bad. Yeah, overall the upgrades are pretty stupid. But what can you do?
Huh. Whoa.
The Gates of Crowcrest. I've always dreamed of seeing them. Even after all these centuries, they are still majestic. Now that hunk of stone is impressive.
Hmm?
Now how to open the gates. Aren't you a tinkerer? Think. There's 2 openings on the sides. They look like keels. That's it. We need to find 2 keys. They must be somewhere in the forest. I bet goblins hid them away. And magically the gate opens. Through magic. I've crafted a new weapon for you. It's based on an ancient warsmith blueprint that I managed to decipher. I call it a spike trap. I'm sure it will come in handy, especially against shielded enemies. It's placed on the ground like the tar trap, so it won't block your path. Thanks, I'll set it up properly. Goblins call this Grom's Labyrinth, named after the deity they worship. Apparently the maze keeps their village hidden from outsiders. Sounds like a good place to hide a shiny key, huh? The spike trap is a ground weapon, damages all enemies above it when the spikes protrude. What is that? Eagle horse looking thing? It's a griffin.
Huh?
Not a griffin. what do they call those things? They have them in hippogriff. There we go, hippogriff. They have them in World of Warcraft as well. The lion eagle is a griffin, and the eagle horse, I think it was, is the hippogriff. I read about them in Grandpa's books. It's called a hippogriff. It looks injured. I smell blood. Quick, Dwerve, let's go help. So yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't need to play anymore. I understand what this game is now. I've gotten a grasp on what it is. Like, I was expecting a tower defense, and what I got is more like action game with tower mechanics. That's really what this game is. Like, you can't call this game a tower defense, really. This game is not a tower defense. This is really just a glorified action game with tower defense mechanics. I mean, if you take away the offensive methods that this character use in the game, which is the towers, if you take that away, then all you're left with is a puzzle action game. That's literally it. It's a puzzle action game. And yeah, I'm not a fan of action games, really. Like Cat Quest 2 I played, Evoland 2 I played. I actually enjoyed Evoland 2. Grimlands I've played. That's not too bad. You know, so I have played action games and I have enjoyed action games, but I don't enjoy action games with puzzles in them. And unfortunately, this is not a tower defense game. This is a puzzle action game, and you happen to use towers as your weapons, as your offensive method, you know. So really, I'm not a fan of it, unfortunately. Like, if you guys like what you see, then absolutely, you know, play the game. I can't say that it's a bad game. The art style looks good. It's well animated and all of that. It's just unfortunate. I do not like action games, and I don't like puzzle games. So unfortunately, this game is an action puzzle game, and very little of the game has to do with tower defense. Like, really, I love tower defenses. Like, I mean, I love tower defenses. If I tell you that I have probably like 20 tower defense games in my library, then I would not be lying. Like, really, I have a lot of tower defense games in my Steam library. I really like tower defense games, but I don't like puzzle games, and I don't like action games like this, you know, top-down action games. I did like Evoland, and I did like what's the other one that I said? Cat Quest 2. I actually did like Cat Quest 2. But yeah, unfortunately, this game is not one that I'm going to like. Like, really, I can already feel myself not enjoying the game. It's just really one of those things. I'm not a fan of this type of game. I really like tower defense games, but this is not a tower defense game. They just so happen to have made the weapons that you use in this game be towers, or be like towers. I mean, they're not actually even towers, they're like towers. So yeah, guys, unfortunately, I don't enjoy the game, and I can't recommend the game for myself. But if you guys like what you see, then absolutely, you can absolutely play the game, buy the game. you will probably enjoy it if you like these types of games. If you like an action puzzle game, there's gonna be a lot of puzzles in this game's you know, throughout the game. I can already see that because I'm only an hour in. I've already ran into like 3 or 4 towers puzzles, so I can already see that there are gonna be a lot of puzzles in this game. But yeah, unfortunately I do not like puzzles. So unfortunately for me, I'm not gonna play this game anymore probably, but it's not a bad game, and sure, the game can be worth $20 if you get enjoyment out of this type of game. Then absolutely, you will absolutely be able to enjoy this game for $20. Would I spend $20 of my own money on this game? No, probably not. The developers of this game were nice enough to send me a key to review the game, but I have to be honest, I would not spend $20 of my own money simply because I do not like these types of games. I don't like puzzle games, I don't like action games. I do like tower defense games, but this is not a tower defense game. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about the game. It's not a bad game. I like the art, the music is nice and everything. It's just I don't like the game as itself, you know. I don't like the game, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad game, and that doesn't mean that the game isn't worth $20 in my opinion. It certainly can be worth $20 if you enjoy this type of game. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I think about the game. The game is available on nexus.gg/LFB Gaming, by the way, so the developers of this game are selling the game on there, and if you buy the game on there, the developers get 30% more of your money. So if you want to buy the game, it would be fantastic for the developers and for myself if you were to buy the game through nexus.gg/LFB Gaming, because I get like $2 or something like that, but the developers get 30% more of your money, and you still get your Steam key. You can still get the game on Steam. You simply buy it through nexus.gg/LFB Gaming directly from the developers, and that gives them 30% more of your money. There are also other fantastic games on nexus.gg like Horizon Zero Dawn, Borderlands 3, God of War, really a whole bunch of very, very, very good developers are selling their games on there. And like I said, any games that are listed on there are listed there directly by the developers themselves. So when you buy a game on there, you buy directly from the developers, and I get a small percentage of the revenue, but the developers get 30% more of your money. So if Dwerve looks like a good game to you, then you can buy it on there. It's $20, and the developers of the game will get a bigger percentage of your money. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I wanted to enjoy the game. I really like tower defense games, but unfortunately this game cannot be called a tower defense game, and unfortunately I did not enjoy the game. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.